Howdy, folks. Welcome to Scuttle Bean Lodge, where the beans are going to be spilled and great stories are going to be told, hopefully before I'm too old. And I'm your host, Farmer Mike, a farmer at heart. Tonight, going to give your life a jump start. Yeah, always cool. Just giving you a message that I forgot to say on the last recording of this on the show, Scuttle Bean Lodge storytelling show. And I'd like to just give you a briefing on what I forgot to mention at the fair. I would like to say that where I forgot was to mention Bill Workington, that I bought the Chase the Ace tickets, and Denise May, who's running a lot of the show and selling tickets all over town. They're representing the Massey Area Museum, and if people are listening to this, you bring a groups of people, organize groups of people, and you can come and check it out, and it's super duper. But these are the people of the town, and we're going to do a show with Bill Workington and maybe convince Denise Mayu to come on for a brief few moments. I know she would love to probably just say a few things about what she does at the museum, and these are very proud people of history, and she's a very quaint lady in a way. She dresses like the ladies in red that I was associated with years ago in Sturgeon Falls and North Bay, and some in Jocko Point Road and other areas of that where I was living. And she's got the nostalgic touch to her and flair. I just got to say that. She dresses like the ladies in red. She's looking super duper. And, she looks like she's ready to go dancing and have a good time. And that's what it's about. Life is having good times and laughter and fun. And these are the people that are of that. We're commoners, and we're very happy commoners. Most of the time, yes, we all have trilogies come through our life, but these people bond together. It's like super duper friendship from way back when, and they allowed me to come into the museum, and Tom and Elizabeth, super duper too. I'd like to mention, I could keep mentioning people, but Tom, it was the one that paid when I didn't have money on me, and I went to the board of directors meeting when they were inviting people to come and listen to what the museum's about, and they're looking for directors. And me and my friend Cecil Calvert, a veteran medic division from the Canadian Army. He was he was with me, one of my best friends, and Tom brought out the $20 and paid my membership, and God love them for them. Those people, Tom and Elizabeth, they run, help organize and mostly run, I think, the church, the Blue Roof. It's the Catholic church. I can't remember the name. I apologize, but they put on the soup and sandwiches, and I tell people, you got to go there. There's great kinship, laughter, love, and this is what these people are about. And it's only found in Massey, but I'm not going to say that because there's all towns have this. They just got to come out and do it. And maybe a lot of towns, people are just tired, and I understand that. But you got to get off your keister and do stuff. When you talk to Carmel Spence again, coming on the show, her big motto is, use it before you lose it. You get going, because if you stay idle, your mind, body, and soul leave you. And we have one lifetime to live, and that's it. And time is precious. Life is precious. We all have to realize that. We take it for granted. We're so fortunate that there's no wars here, no bombs going off. You know, there's cities have crime and stuff like that, but these little towns still are the quaintest places and the coolest places to live, and we cherish our time here because the veterans support us full rip and keep our freedom. And people, I think, tend to forget that. Every day they're out there fighting overseas. There's wars going on that nobody even knows, and I have books and medals, a big collection that I'd love anybody to come and check out. Anybody, veterans, police, anybody, to check out. Oh, I have a police one of all the badges. So I asked, I would love I know quite a few of the police. Sometimes I met them in some funny instances, and it wasn't too good for Farmer Mike. Farmer Mike wasn't in the right, wasn't right at the time, I guess they said. But Farmer Mike is okay now, thanks to some kind police officers and some nice chatting and consoling that they did for me in a nice, beautiful way. I love them all. Won't mention their names, but they know who they are, and they're in the Espanola detachment, and they saved my skin in many ways. And from things could have got much worse, and they helped me, and I give them a 10 out of 10. Those officers. But anyway, all is good, and I just want to say that there's a lot of great people here in Massey and the whole area. You know, the good, bad, ugly, but there is the beautiful, and that's what we're all about. Beautiful people, laughter, love, kindness, sharing. You know, the farm way, the good way. Hey. So Farmer Mike just saying everything's always all right. You just have to understand that everything is right all the time. And when you believe that, no matter what happens, nothing bothers you. A farmer, see, when things go wrong, you just carry on. And today I had a mishap, and I carried on, and I got back to it later, and I completed my task. You know, it took me a bit to figure out what to do, you know, and doing it manually without any guidance from my papa or any other help from other farmers or other people is somewhat difficult when you're dyslexic with multiple head injuries. And, you know, it's a challenge. But you know what? Life is a challenge, and it's a beautiful thing. Because, you know, when I was voted I have the proof, which I'm going to be posting in the future. But the 3 schools that I went to were top end. And I won't mention the schools right now, but I was the bottom kid of every school. And they tried so hard to bring me up and help me. I've never had so much help in my life, and my brain just didn't click. And with dyslexia and head injuries from a child, I was zapped. And for Dad and Mom and many, that's another story of how much help I got from all the beautiful people. You know, and I'll get into the stories like that later about how much help people gave this little farm boy, Hick. And I'll tell you, I praise them every day for trying so hard for a kid that didn't understand anything. My brain was just done, and with more injuries along the way. And then I think what happened was the training and teaching of my father and mother and the other farmers, and bringing me hands-on to things, and out in the open, fresh air, and great people, and showing me the real farm way. And it just was beautiful. So my head snapped back slowly. It didn't just snap, and that's not through any medications. I don't take any medications. any sort other than aspirin. Once in a while, they say an aspirin's good, but I try not to take anything. I have it, but I don't take anything or prescription painkillers or none of that crap, and I just feel fantastic. I drink herbal teas, coffee, and eat really good. And the story's coming out about Jill Poirier too, and you might be interviewing him sometime in the future, and we're going to be talking about Jill Poirier and the fine gentleman he is, and the workhorse he is behind the town. The unofficial mayor of the town is really Jill Poirier, and that's the fact. And that story's going to really bring some people to light outside of Massey that don't know of this fine gentleman, the owner of Poirier's Cloverleaf. I think it's Clover Farms. I keep mixing it up with Cloverleaf sardines, and but I see the sign. I think it's Clover Farms, and what a fine store, and we'll get into that. But the fine thing is that the quality of the people at the store that talk to you. I'm not a computer person anymore. I was a long time ago, but I never even knew how to use it. And every time the person left, I make a mistake, I'd have to call the person back. So I had no use for it. I was a hands-on, talking to people, salesman, owner, operator of trucks, everything hands-on, did yourself. And then that was it, no computer. So I never got into the computer world. So it's an old school, old soul that you're talking or listening to tonight. And I'm happy with that. And people call me a dinosaur sometimes. Well, I move and work harder than most people physically and mentally. And I challenge them, anyone, to come to my place and look the way I live and tell me I'm a dinosaur. And how do I rock and roll and have great friends, great times, and all the time. Anytime I want, we have great times, and that's what it's about. And but dinosaurs can have great times too, and everybody loves dinosaurs. So when people said you're just a dinosaur and you should get on the computer and do this and build your sites and all that, well, we are building our site, but we're bigger things are happening until personally when you interview people, and that's what we're about, is talking to people and their stories and their accomplishments, and give the common folk a blue ribbon, for a change. Everybody else at the top, always we see in the newspapers and hear of them, and I respect that because they have high level education, high jobs, and whoever they are, and they're running the show, and I respect all that. But everybody should respect the commoner, right from the cleaners that most of my friends were. I was a garbage man too, and respect those people. Give them respect. And I'm going to tell some stories about how people haven't got respect, and I want those people to understand that it goes around and comes around in your spirit and soul, and the Creator hears all that and feels and sees it. And just like when Santa says you're batty, naughty, and nice, you're going to get things twice as bad. And it'll come back to you, and you don't even know. All of a sudden you came down and you're sick. But you've hurt people all your life. Well, wonder why you got sick. Because it eats you up inside. You've hurt people. We weren't born to go to war or to hurt people. We were supposed to love and cherish all people and all things on Mother Earth that inhabit Mother Earth. We're caretakers. That's all we are. But that we should just not take that for granted and think we run the show when, we don't. And there's so much learning that we need to know, but it's almost, the world is in big problems, and living not thinking that it's not, is just when they say ignorance is a bliss. Well, I thought that too. I lived a hard life. I am, real tough, rough life, and during some of my times growing up through my life, and it ain't fun to run rough. It's the wrong crew. You gotta stay with the good crew, and that's all. Whether you join religion or whether you join a badminton club or a book club, but get in with the right club, because a lot of my friends were in clubs and not in the right club for them, and luckily their life turned around totally. I'll be talking about a few friends of mine from the past right now, because I'd like people to know this. And my stepfather is a super duper man. I'm not sure if he's still kicking. I haven't talked to him for a few years, and I pray to God he is. But let's tell you a little quick story of Mr. Mitch Makahonyuk, my stepfather. And I dated his daughter and almost married her and lived with her, Michelle Makahonyuk, from Lakeshore Boulevard in Toronto. And I met her at a show, a trade show. And anyway, that's another story. But Mitch is a special man. I'm just talking out loud today to some folks that are in clubs that want to hear something maybe that could save the day for y'all, because Mitch Makahonyuk was the sergeant at arms at the Wild Ones, which is prior to the Hells Angels, and he was with all the army people, and he was a mechanic and fixing bikes, and they drank beer and smoked cigarettes and rye and vodka, and he drove around, and he used to use a chain and hit the cars and get the cars out of the way when the whole crew from Lakeshore and other groups were with them on their runs, just doing a ride, and so a lot of my friends still ride, and they're cool, and happy days to them, and safe ride from Farmer Mike. But anyway, Mitch, when Wild Ones turned into the Hells Angels, a lot of the Wild Ones quit because they didn't want to be part of that, what it turned into at those times. And so Mitch turned into, found Christ, and gave me a special book that I'm reading. I've never read it before, and I'm starting, since I'm dyslexic, and I always love the book of Revelations, because it's the end of times in the book for us, supposedly. I'm just saying supposedly, but it all lines up pretty good, what it says. So I'm starting backwards. I'm going to read it, well, not read it backwards, but I'm starting from the back of the book and reading chapter, and then the next chapter backwards of the book, because I'm dyslexic and had injuries, and it's more interesting to start right from the back for me. I've always done that. But Mitch, anyway, I just want to send a big message to him if he hears this, and to Michelle. Her nickname was the Rattlesnake, and she's a tiger and a rattlesnake and a bear and a cougar, but she was a dove, and my sweetheart, and I love her every day. I still think about her for some reason for a few minutes, and I smile. It blasts in me, just her voice and the kindness of her and their father, Mitch Makahonyuk. And anyway, I just want to say to that family and their brother Rick, I love you all, and their other brother too, and Bob Cajun. I forgot his name. He was really cool. But it was a real cool family. But Mitch helped me so much, and I just want to thank him. and he fixed my grandfather's tractor, and he used to come over all the time, that I still have, 1947 Farmall Super Duper tractor, custom. But anyway, we won't get into the tractor thing too much, but he would come over and, oh man, he's my stepfather forever. And I know if I needed him, I could call him, I could find him. But I hope he's still kicking, and I want to find him. And I pray that he's alive. That would be so cool, because he didn't smoke anymore or drink, and he was a real clean, healthy man in every which way. And he found religion. I tried that through my whole life. I'll talk about that, my church experiences, and they were super duper, a lot of them, but I went another path, finding myself with the Anishinaabe people, and the churches didn't go for that, so they all kicked me out eventually. Well, the only church, Westburn Alliance, I think, was the only one that was open. Well, there was a few, but major ones that I really wanted to be part of, they said no. They didn't believe in the Mother Earth and love the lands and seas and the waters and treat them with respect and love, like the 7 teachings or whatever the Anishinaabe people have, and many other things. And since I grew up with Anishinaabe of all, I just had to move on. And that's their, I'm not downing them, and if people don't like your way, well, that's fine. Everybody's to each their own. So I have no animosity to anyone that didn't understand me at all, because a lot of people think you're just nuts to talk like that. Well, I believe in nature. I'm from a farm. Life, love, laughter, happiness, the joy of life, and the purpose of life. And people, I think, forgot and never even sometimes had a purpose. They just thought they just work. This is what you do. This is what you do. You get married, your kids, and how about all the happiness that comes with it, right? And we're going to be talking about the love of families and stuff like that, just like Mitch McElhoney. But I want to get back to that. Mark Semenek from the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club was my big brother in St. Catharines, and saved my skin more than once when I fell to the wrong side of my own doing, the tracks, if you will. Went off the wrong track, and Mark saved the day. And he's my big brother, and if Mark is out there, call me up, come visit me, check out my cool place, and I invite any of your cool brothers to come and visit. But there's no hard stuff. Oh no, only herb and edibles. No booze, no hard stuff. Those things are definitely not allowed on this property. But it's a cool place. It's like super cool, and I'm inviting any of y'all to contact me and come and chill. We can share some stories, and we don't have to record nothing. This is just, we're all just Joe here. That's all. Everybody's just Joe. And our stories are told only around the campfire, or in my beautiful place, or the Storytelling Lodge, with no taping, no videoing. It's just cool, personal, chilling. Old school, old souls. And that's what I'm looking for. A lot of my friends kicked. Some are still in jail for life. Not even a joke. These are my personal friends, and that I grew up with. And, some of my friends became very wealthy, and some died. And then a lot of them, a big chunk though, ended up in prison. And that's what happens. And I could have been there with them. And I'm so glad I turned the other path. And my path is being cool. and old school, old soul, and respect. That's the mottos that me and my friends hold dear. So I invite any of those cool people from the motorcycle clubs and want to shoot the breeze, but no animosity from anybody, and nothing comes down here at this place, or my army fellas will take care of everything, and the club will come out, and that'll be it. So there's no messing about. It's all a chill place. It's not a stockade. There's not army people here, but they can come if there's trouble, and they won't be good for nobody. Me, you, them, because then the police get involved, and we don't want the po-po coming in a bad way. Not at all. I still have a few friends on the force down south, and they're really cool. They're my buddies, and they ain't the bad of any of that group. They're the good ones, and I got quite a few friends still on all the forces, RCMP, OPP, that these people up here don't even know. And it's funny that Brenda Lucky gave me the challenge coin after being the most challenged kid in 3 schools for helping veterans in my place that nobody knew I did for 2 years. Yeah, we don't have to get into all that, but so it's funny, how things turn around. Your life can change in a good way all day. Anagawe, love for all, love for all, love for all good. No more bad, only the beautiful, the good, bad, and the ugly. Make it beautiful. So just make it beautiful from the good and bad and ugly, because it's the good, bad, and ugly and beautiful to me. All mix, all ways of life, all walks of life. Rustic groove, that's what we all gotta be in, my friends. Come into the rustic groove. Contact me through email, and yeah, man, I think you'll dig my place big time. You want to camp here. I had campers here, and it was all set up, and I had a lot of great people here from all over the place, and nobody even knew. I got flags to prove it from them, personally made. Well, I got them custom made for the people that came here, and then I gave them the flags, and that's another story. But there's been some serious folks here, folks. I ain't no joke. I'm not joking. I might act like a joker, but no, I'm a good guy. That's what people forget. There are good people left in this earth. Just because people don't understand you, well, now maybe you'll understand me. It took 15 years to write a book with great help, but I did it. See, anything is possible, but you need help sometimes, and sharing. And people get this individualism, and that don't help the ship sail at all, or the canoe going down the river. You get it? You have to work together. That's the thing. Be Rasta. Be I. And that's what the people must get it together, or just fade. It's better to get it together. So I would like to invite some. There was another. So I want to mention though. So the Hells Angels, up to date, what I've learned from the past. This is just news and stuff. I haven't talked to anybody for a long time, but they do a great thing and raise money for kids, and they get the stuffed animals and stuff, and so all that stuff that they all said about them and what books about them, well, yeah, that possibly is true. Well, that's just one side of it. But then a big chunk turned another way. Now, yes, every fraction's going to have their people that aren't of good, but the majority are super duper. And they run an organization which I compliment them so much, and I love to shake their hand, take a picture with them for this, for them standing up for women, battered women, and all that stuff in courts and that. That is so righteous, and I give you guys and gals of all the clubs that do that a top. I'll come and I'll give you come visit, and I'll give you a special gift that I give to people that come on the show. And it's very special. Everybody gets some special gift. And it's from my special coin collection that my friend holds dear at his house. And they're not super duper expensive, but they are worth some money. And I love to give out these for people to come and check me out. I give you a gift. Check out this place, and you don't have to be. There's no membership here. We're just people. We're the good people, the people of good. That's it. Just like my friends that are nomads that are down the road, and they stand for this veteran group, which I love that laid down their arms in Vietnam. There's a group, I can't remember the name, and they're supporters of that, laying down your arms of the wars and stuff, right? And it's always constant war. Well, we're the ones dying, all of us, no matter if we're in the war or out of the war. We're still dying because of the war and what it does to all. So anyway, I just wanted to mention to that group, or any groups of people, clubs of anything, but especially the HAs. I give them a top 10 out of 10, and I'd like to make some of your members that give a shit and then tell me what you do. I love your story of how you help people and more about this organization. I knew a fella in St. Catharines, and he was setting one up, and I think he was setting up a second one. He's a real tall fella. I can't remember his name. A super duper guy. He had a crane. He was a crane operator. The top went way up in the top end there, like hundreds and hundreds of feet up to build those skyscrapers. Well, I couldn't go up over 10 feet. This guy has no fear, and he stands for battered women and stuff, their group. But I want to learn more about it, and we can talk more about it on my show. This is about what you do, and you're out in public already. But Farmer Mike hasn't heard all this stuff, and I want to spread it to all my people in the world because I'm connected internationally. You read my book. I lived in Trinidad, my friend, and I also lived in Peru, Argentina, Chile, Colombia, and for over 10 years of my life. And I had a house there, and I still have a house on the top of Maracas Bay. Yeah, protected by the police of Trinidad. Yeah, because of what I did in Trinidad and helped the youth. They gave me a house to use. My friends owned the house at the top of the hill, and I every day would go swimming there. I've done some great things and met some great people, but I'm sure everybody else has, and I want to hear their story and let the people know that we're not all bad, okay? Just because I have a few friends of mine that are a little rough, they're still my bros, they're still my sisters, and I stand with them, and I'll stand in front of them or behind them and stand in front of a bus for them and stop that bus with my friends. Yeah, always cool. So I invite you to call me or email me. You don't have my phone number, but I don't want people just directly calling me. I appreciate the email, but I want some real cool brothers and sisters from anywhere, but especially that club, because of the contacts in that club that I had in the past, and I have great respect for that club and many other clubs, even a lot of book all clubs, doesn't matter, motorcycle club, book clubs. I have so much respect for groups of people that do good stuff. And, people get a bad name. Well, I have had a bad name, and there's still a lot of people that don't really love me at all, like, at all. But that's fine, because they don't understand me, and they're scared of me, and they're scared of my friends, what we might do to them. But, my God, what we're going to do to them? What do you think that what's happening in the world we're going to do? We're supposed to work together. We're not coming after you. We don't waste our time. Phew, why waste our time on chucholinos that think of negative? We are positive people, loving, kind, and cool. So that's all I can say to you all today or tonight or in the morning. But tonight I'm chilling with a friend, real cool, and y'all all gonna love my place. I guarantee you give me a 10 out of 10 and you'll say, yeah, always cool, Farmer Mike. I guarantee you. I'll bet you a loony. How's that? That I ain't so loony. You come check out my digs, man. And yeah, you'll see my homestead and you'll understand where I'm coming from. That's the invite to you all tonight from Farmer Mike, saying it's going to be all right. It is. All the time. So come and check my place out. Check me out. See who I am. We all don't get along. Just go home. But I think that if the people understand from this tape, tonight, that I'm for real. I'm 61. I've gone through enough shit to write 50 books, and I'm not writing those books about that stuff. That's over, Rover. You know what I mean? But some people like to talk about their past and that's all stays confidential. I lose that as soon as they tell me it's gone. That story. And then I just feel from their heart how I can help in any way. Console them, love them, feed them, share some laughter. That's all. We're all brothers and sisters, man. We gotta stand together. Yeah. Freedom for all. Freedom for us. Yay. So come on, get on the bus, Gus. I just had to say that. I got a great story about Gus the bus, the CBC traveling bus that my friends bought. Bonnie and Evelyn, or my friends years ago. This fella I knew, and it was named Bonnie. No, Bob and Sarah. They bought this bus or something. Anyway, converted it. But the invite's there. Get a hold of me. You won't be sorry that you came see me. And I can give you tons of business opportunities that you could go into to make legal money, no problems, all day long. Because I was very successful person during my business years, and that's why I'm just chilling now. But I love to give not just business tips. I have businesses that I can just fork over, just not for any money. I just give it to you. And go make some money, your kids or whatever. Start little businesses. You'll be working, you'll make money, and not work for somebody else. And entrepreneurial businesses. And I got a whole whack of them. My friends are billionaires. Yeah, millionaires. And I'm friends with all the commoners because I'm a commoner. But I know their systems, and I know how to make it in a real way, a good way, and selling products that are good and useful. Yeah, and made in Canada. We're going to talk about Canada. But I just talk about this land that I'm on because, it's the country of Canada, but it's the people of Canada that really counts. And that's it. The good ones. All the rest that don't care, well, we cut ties with you all. We're down with real. We're just flowing. beautifully. So I want to share that with the brothers and sisters from the HAs today, tonight, morning, doesn't matter. We can have coffee, eggs Benedict, steak, fruit, I don't care, whatever you want. Let's chill out. There's a great cafe, Top End, my friend's cafe. Oh my God, pass out, best food, best. So you want to come to Massey, check out this. I'm not going to even tell you the name, but Rue is the name. Rue is the game. Yeah, I'll take you there and introduce you to the one of the coolest gals that I know. She's 30, and her story is going to be told. But you want to come meet some real celebrities, you come check me out, and I'll take you there. How's that? And then there's a wing place that I hear is lined up that just opened up too. So we got 2 happening places. Plus we got Legion, and you can drink beer and eat chicken wings and play pool. I think we got pool tables there. Yeah, there's pool tables, and man, and you can get down and have a great time if you're into that. But no drinking in my place. No more. There's been enough drinking here. So we non-alcoholic on this property, unfortunately. But that's just the way she rides here but we like I said, herbs and edibles and the magic mushroom is all welcome. So just come on and check it out. You won't be. I know I can help some of you out, guaranteed, and for nothing. I want to give, man. Give back to the real people, the right people that do good now. I can't do that because I'm older and I'm doing my bird sanctuary. I'm doing another thing. I've already helped people all my life, and I'm building a bird sanctuary. You wait till you check out what I'm doing with my huge 70-foot pond, and it's stealth property, man. And I'm just starting to develop it again. I've already developed it, and then I'm redeveloping and I'm making it better. And a bird sanctuary, and what this bird sanctuary I'm doing is with people with dyslexia and head injuries like myself. Okay, especially children, but anybody of any age with those ailments, let's just call them ailments for now, are going to be welcome here, and I'll feed them, and I'm going to and my friends will tell them about the birds, and they can look at all the beautiful birdhouses that we're building. They can even get involved, and I have many artisans that build birdhouses and gorgeous birdhouses, and this place is going to rock and roll to help people get back to nature. It already helped the veterans. Now it's time to also. I never stopped helping the veterans, and they still come here and chill out. One of my best friends, Cece Riser, rising to the sun to have so much fun. His name is Cecil Calvert, and his story's coming out soon too. And he's Métis and Top End. You should meet him. He's friends with a lot of your club, I hear. That's what he mentioned. And it's kind of cool. Cecil Calvert, Calvert's Bay, Newfoundland. Top shelf, Army vet, medic, first class. Yeah, always. So you come and check out some of my friends and my people here, and we're all the same. We're all one. So there's nobody higher than anybody. We're all equal. Everybody stays the same. Everybody is all the same. We don't need one big leader. We're all the leaders. We work all as a team, like bees. That's the way to do it. And nobody hurts the hive, you understand? So I could give you some tips on how to not get your hive hurt. This is all just from experience. And I'm going to give you some great information to help you in any way you need that I can offer, and that's all I could say. From lifetime experiences with my cool friends, and like I said, we're of good, and but we are, we are of good, but we, the people that are good, we just stay good. That's it. So anyway, love you all. Farmer Mike sends his blessings tonight to you. Holding my rosary, and my friend that was here earlier in the Anishinaabe said some blessings for you all and sang a song, and it was really beautiful. I started crying and about what you all do to help battered women in the courts, and yeah, maybe you'll meet some of these beautiful people that really love you a lot for what you do, and I can introduce you, and maybe they'll sing you a song. Maybe you'll trade gifts. My Anishinaabe friends are so beautiful. It'll rock your world, spiritually and emotionally, physically. They're there, okay? And so we're down with that. So come on and check it out. That's all I can say. But we're real, and we love you all. So cool on you. Ciao for now. That's it. That's all. Hope you all have a good night's sleep. Yeah, it's all good. Night, night. Peace out, love.